The now former trainer of Deontay Wilder, Mark Breland, has released a statement in the wake of the allegations that Deontay Wilder has made against him with regards, being disloyal, with regards to spiking of the water, kind of things like that. Now, he's not really addressed those comments necessarily. It's more so the statement he's given is just him going out and thanking the fans for just basically supporting him and remembering him as a fighter. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my 2 cents on it, and what I think the situation with Mark Breland is, and maybe something he should do. But also, I'm going to just give my 2 cents again on the allegations Deontay Wilder made against him and how completely, utterly ridiculous they are, as I'm sure we all know. Before I do that, I'm going to read the statement that Mark Breland has given verbatim. I'm going to quote Mark Breland here. So I'm going to start quoting here. This is what Mark Breland said. Anyone who really knows me knows I wouldn't go back and forth with anyone unless it was in the ring. I've been boxing since I was 8 years old, so I didn't give a big portion of my life to the sport. I dedicated my entire life to the sport, in capitals. But I have never seen the things I'm seeing now in all of those years. I'm on social media because of my girl. We went somewhere and there was a picture of me, and she said, "This is one of the reasons you need social media in this day and time." She said, there are people who have deep admiration for you, and social media is a way to give them some access to you. She asked me all the time, am I tired of it? Do I want to go back to life without it? I always say no, because of the amount of support, love, and gratitude I get. Let me know. He says, should say, let me know. Let me know all the hard work I put in my career was worth it. I look at and read thousands of videos, texts, and comments, and I would put up 1,000 of them if I could, because so many of them was 100%, he's given a muscle here, but I can't. But I do have a file for all them that moved me. I thank you all of you for your words. I thank all of you for your words. Let me add this last. The Twitter pic that's out there is not for me. It's not how I speak, and there's nothing funny about this show that's going on. Stay well and stay standing. Alright, so that's what Mark Breland had to say. Tripped over a few words there, as you do. Sometimes I read too quick for my own good. That's what Mark Breland had to say, and the picture of him is obviously him and Deontay Wilder post-fight. Now, Mark Breland, right, a very successful amateur, extremely successful amateur, cronk fighter, former world champion, right? He'd been there, seen it, and done it in the ring, right? He was in a position in that fight to know when his fighters had enough, right? Now, he threw that towel in, right, when Deontay Wilder was on the verge of getting stopped anyway. Deontay Wilder had taken a beating. Deontay Wilder was in no position to win this fight. He saved his fighter from himself. He done completely the right thing. There was nothing disloyal. There was nothing sinister. There was nothing underhanded about what Mark Breland did. Right? Irrespective of what Deontay Wilder and his fans think, out of all the people in that team, Mark Breland was the only one who actually gave a damn about Deontay Wilder. And the man not only gets fired, he gets ridiculed by Wilder, he gets called disloyal, and he gets an absurd accusation chucked against him about water, spiking water. Credit to Mark Breland for what he did in the ring that night. Credit to him. There are plenty of trainers out there, who I'm not thinking of anyone specifically, who would let a fighter take a Hail Mary beating before finally pulling them out of the ring when they really should know better. Alright? Mark Breland, credit to him. That statement he read there was nice because he's addressing the fans who respect him, who respect his achievements, and he did achieve a lot as an amateur, not as much as a pro. He's still a world champion nonetheless, and it is absolutely disgusting for the accusations to be chucked out against him when all the man did was protect his fighter. And at the end of the day, that is what a corner is for, to protect the fighter from themselves. Do you think that JD's gives a flying you-know-what about Deontay Wilder? He don't. He don't. Mark Breland does. But as I said, Wilder is suffering from severe cognitive dissonance. Severe. He is deeply detached from reality. So he looks at something like that and thinks he's screwed me, basically. And I gotta try and tarnish his name almost. That's almost what he's doing. Big up to Mark Breland. He's released that statement. I think that Mark Breland still has a career as a trainer. He's a very quiet guy, but I think he has a career as a trainer. I think he's a bad trainer. And I think that he needs to just draw a line in the sand with this. Move on. Just move on. You know? As I've said, Deontay Wilder is a man who pity. You know? I spoke about it in my WTF video I done about him. I said that's where downfall starts, where you just start getting detached from reality, blaming everyone, playing the victim, all this, that, and the other. It's just gonna hinder him. Don't go down with the ship. Don't let it bring you down. So, big up to Mark Breland. He's come out and released a statement. I've seen some people say he should join Team Fury. I don't see the trilogy fight happening anytime soon, so I don't know about that. I know from just purely because he was a Kronk fighter, Mark Breland, it might be good. You know, him and Javon Sugar Hill in there with Tyson Fury might do well. You know, it might, but it does everything else. I think maybe Mark Breland should, you know, look at some other fighters. You know, he can still train other fighters, so maybe look at training other fighters. You know, you never know. But sure, if the opportunity came, he wouldn't turn it down. I'm sure Tyson Fury would be the sort of guy where he would offer it to Mark Breland. But yeah, no, Mark Breland back out, released a statement. You know, I read it too quick. That was my bad. So I messed up a couple of words there. That's my bad. Hold my hands up. But yeah, it's good to see him back there. And as I said, with the accusations Wilder made, ridiculous, pathetic, childish, all those things and more, is what it is. We've talked about him at length this last week, so I'm gonna try and ease them off now. So anyway, those are my thoughts on this. I gotta call it here. Smash the like button, people, if you haven't already. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know, as always, smash the like, leave a comment down below on what you think. As always, peeps, I'll talk to you. Hashtag G-Man's Rocks, King of Ripped Jeans, all that good stuff. Peace.